Welcome to Chris's Bread. Today I'm going to talk about comparison between the commercial dry yeast and sourdough starter. The commercial dry yeast is made of the single yeast strain called Saccharomyces cerevisiae, something like that, whatever that means. So it's a pure form of yeast. When you mix it with the bread flour and water and sugar, it feeds on it, it rises so quickly. That's why it's very convenient, and it's available most all of the grocery stores, and it's predictable. That means you can predict the outcome of it. The more you put it, the faster it's gonna rise. Less you put it, takes slower. And it's convenient also when you travel. You can carry anywhere you want to. On the hand, the wild starter is wild yeast. A starter is made with the wild yeast, which wild yeast is all around us. It's in the air we breathe, it's in our water if it's not chlorinated, and also it's on the grain. So everywhere it's different, the wild yeast bacteria, because there's no pure form. It combined with other bacteria. Let's say I live in Arlington, Virginia. The air we breathe in this home and the grains that I use, it's going to be different than where somewhere else in some other part of the world. So your yeast and wild yeast and your wild yeast, it's going to be different. That's why the San Francisco sourdough bread is very famous bread, have a unique flavor, is because of the climate. It's a foggy climate, it's a humid, and that's why it's a unique taste to the San Francisco sourdough bread. That doesn't mean you cannot make your own good bread. Yes, you can make your own good bread when you make come up with your own sourdough starter. During the fermentation, because it takes longer time, and using a sourdough starter during that longer fermentation time, the gluten breaks down. Also, wild yeast is never alone because it's combined with other bacteria such as lactic acid bacteria. Also helps produce enzyme called phytase. Why it's important? Because all the grains, nuts, and seeds all have a phytic acid to protect the seed from other species to eat it. It's attached to the calcium, magnesium, and iron and zinc. But the good thing about the lactic acid bacteria, it helps to produce the enzyme called phytase, which breaks down the phytic acid. So we can benefit those nutrients, the calcium, magnesium, or the minerals in our sourdough yeast bread. So there is a benefit to sourdough starter. So hopefully this was helpful to you. Please go ahead and do your own research and share the information you found that can be helpful to me and to other people. Also, if you have a question, please put on a comment section, and please find other videos about how to make your own sourdough starter in my collection of videos. So hopefully this was helpful, and happy baking.